casting over there. So if you haven't, you can go drop in over there, keep both streams up, listen to four casters cast Rocket League all at the same time. Definitely couldn't be too much for your brain to handle. But here on Solar, we have got Possessed and Wyverns coming up now, facing off in the veteran tier. Wyverns, another representative of the Forest franchise. We just saw them in the last one, and Possessed representing Destined. And we'll take a look at our team stats here as we get ready for game number 2. Strut, go ahead and run us through these head-to-head stats.
I see this Wyverns team. They're a 50-50 ball club right now. 21 wins, 22 losses. That's close enough to 50%. As on the other side, the Possessed team putting in a good season, 27-17. Wyverns still looking for a playoff spot, I'm sure. Possessed, they're getting geared up to enter that playoffs, as one of the upper seeds. Goals for 140 goals, HUD. That's an amazing stat right there compared to 98.
That is a lot of goals.
That's big and huge. On the other side, saves 79 and 72. So both teams are working defensively. It looks like the Wyverns are putting up a lot of shots. They've had 190 saves against. So maybe that shooting percentage needs to be worked on a little bit. I'm not sure. 35.9% for this Destin team, and the Wyverns at a 28%. HUD. Does anything stand out to you?
That 35.9 shooting percent is also a very high number, so it would make sense that the goals for number is so high for Possessed because of how well they're shooting. And I mean, you can talk about defense and save numbers all you want, but the fact of the matter is you got to put the ball on the net, and shooting percentage that high means you've got some accurate strikers. So let's take a look at those accurate strikers here, the lineups for these two teams as the players start to filter in. Possessed, Arctic, AOS Arctic, Captain, Recon, Ace Cosplays, and Westy's World, the 4 players for Possessed. And on the other side, Hawkish, the GM of the Forest, Chefty, Sturmo, and Bolts, the 4 players, and looking like a pretty even, again, rotation. We'll probably potentially see subs here in this series. We didn't in the last one, but we might see them in this one. And who's looking for Recon is like Raccoon. Got it. Raccoon.
Yeah, Raccoon.
Oh, there we go. Thank you so much, Dyer and Strut, for helping me, my smooth brain. But yeah, Strut, go ahead. Who are you expecting to see show out in this matchup?
I mean, it looks like Raccoon's having a really good season at 44 goals, 36 assists, 112 shots. And Arctic is also throwing down a lot of shots at 138. That almost 40% for Raccoon. He's doing good things. On the other side, the Wyverns, Hawkish, 29 goals. He's leading his team, almost 31% basically. And I expect a lot of pressure coming from this Possessed team.
Absolutely. I'm working on getting Possessed in here. I've got to get them their info, I think, and then we'll have them in here just in a moment, making sure that all of the people that need to be where they need to be are where they need to be, which is always the most fun part about any of this. And we've got our players for Wyverns in. Just got to make sure I'm going to track down the players for Possessed. They should be on their way. Probably.
I want to point out
last game. Go ahead, Strut.
Sturmo, he's got 41 games played. He's the highest on the team with 110 shots as well. So this guy is, I expect him to be putting a lot of shots on the net too. So this may go 2-2 here. This looks like a pretty even matchup, even though the Wyverns, I think, were the team that was 21-20 or 20-21. But you never know in RSC because some teams some nights wake up and man they can really smash you. So you got to be on your guard at all time.
Yeah, absolutely. It is, the any given Sunday mentality kind of comes through here at RSC. It's just an opportunity. Every game that comes up, I mean, it does not take a whole lot. Just in Rocket League in general, it is pretty thin margins as to who wins and who loses any given game. And playing these 4-game series puts, that much more emphasis on being able to consistently perform over the course of an entire series, not just one game. Just got to make sure that you can do it through the course of all 4 games because with the way the records work in RSC and the fact that every game counts towards your playoffs. It's not like the series wins matter. It's all about if you can put up the W's game in, game out. So we'll see what these guys have got in store for us. We should have Possessed joining in here briefly. Just got confirmation from Arctic that they're on their way. So we should be good to go soon. I'm excited to see Hawkish play. It's always fun to watch GMs play of their own teams. Always a fun time to get to watch the people who are supposed to be in charge show out or not show out. If they don't show out, then we get to make fun of them because they're in charge. That's how these things work. But then on the other side, I've never seen, and this is something that as somebody who's been around RSC for a long time, Strut, I'm sure you can also relate to. I love the fact that I don't recognize any names on here. Like I don't on Possessed rather. I know a couple people from Wyverns. I don't know anybody from Possessed, which I think is great, but I've also been gone forever. So now that I'm back and I'm seeing new people, I'm very happy about the state that RSC is in and just the level of play that we continue to put through. And I know that I'm vamping and I know that I'm so bad at it. Arctic's been your AGM for 4 seasons, Dyer. I don't think I've been around for 4 seasons. I think it's probably 4 seasons I've been gone. So that's why I don't know anything.
Yeah, I know who Raccoon is. He's been around for a little while now. He's worked his way up to major here, or excuse me,
Let me
veteran.
amend my prior vamping statement here by the me not knowing people is my fault. I want to make that extra super crystal clear that I've been the person who's been AWOL for four seasons and now I'm back. But now we've got all the players in the lobby, so we don't have to talk about nothing anymore because that's my least favorite thing. We're gonna talk about Rocket League here, Strut. Let's get these guys in the lobby and get this thing going.
Yeah, we're gonna get this one underway. The teams are getting into the lobby on the field now, and we're gonna go down to the field and watch some great Rocket League.
Watch some great Rocket League, and we'll see if these two teams have got a 2-2 split in store for us like we saw in our first matchup. This matchup from Veterans here, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Yes.
So a couple of tiers lower than Premier. Premier is the highest tier in RSC, and then Veteran is 2 or 3 underneath that? 3 underneath that? I don't even remember. It's 3 underneath that, but it's fine. We're 30 seconds in. Nobody's scored yet. Possessed on the back foot here as Sturmo crams this one in the corner. Westy looks for the clear, and Shefty will put it right back in. Shot here from the Shifty. He's going to land on top of that. Arctic makes the goal line save to keep it 0-0 here. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left on the clock in game number 1. Sturmo, nice long clear. Ace underneath a bit. Awkward ball, but it's cleared away. Lots of demos coming off the ball as well for Wyverns as they just try to find their way into the back of the net. This one will go across from Hawkish. Arctic underneath of it. Sturmo keeps it close here. An awkward touch by Westy. An opportunity here for Hawkish. Up for the shot. Whips it over top of Ace. A little whiffy action there in the blue box. And still Wyvern's possession here. The offense has been threatening, just not quite able to break through.
Yeah, this orange team has put a lot of pressure. As the ball goes in, Hawkins is going to score 3:41 left. But I was just getting ready to say the orange team is putting a lot of pressure on the blue team, and it's come down to perseverance.
What an angle from Hawkish out wide there. I just looked up the chat to see what people were saying, and then as my eyes came back to the screen, Hawkish was burying that one in at the back of the net. The GM puts his team and his franchise up first. Another opportunity here. Hawkish couldn't quite take that one away from Ace. Sturmo will find the 50 here. Now Shifty underneath a bit, finds the shot, but it is off target. Hawkish keeps it alive here. Ace bumped off of that one. He was just waiting for it to fall to him, and Hawkish took him off his spot. A little aggressive here from Ace. I was thinking for a second Ace was on Wyverns just because his car is kind of red, but he's on Possessor. And now Hawkish is going to bring it back down the other way. A shot on the wall for Hawkish. Ace makes the first save. Follow-up denied there. It actually looked like it might have went off of Shifty's car. A little bit of a team save in the blue box, but Wyverns just cramming it down the throats of Possessed here as we pass 2 minutes of play in game 1.
Ace able to play this up high. Hawks coming in, takes a shot toward a goal. Low boost for Arctic. He's going to run this to the corner. He's going to pick up the 100 boost. Played over into Chetty. Up high. Going to push this down toward the middle. Up high over the box. Sturmo does make a touch. but it kind of goes backwards. Hawkins is going to keep this, but man, I don't think we're going to get into the orange half here, Hud.
No, it's really not looking like Wyverns had any desire to even let Possessed generate a shot on goal here. Doing a great job of keeping them pinned in their own end, and now as they retreat back, gather a little bit of boost and try to find their way, breaking out back upfield. That pinch comes off a Hawkish. Arctic puts it to the backboard. Ace looking for the best offensive chance we've seen from Possessed so far, but still doesn't count as a shot on frame. Wesley's World drops it down. Shefty up underneath it. 50 by Arctic. Ball heads towards the blue end. A good touch there from Westies to keep it away from Sturmo. Hawkish on the follow. 50 there. Ace with the defense. Shefty wins it to the backboard. Guillotine straight down. Ace with a good read. Shifty trying to find Hawkish, who's been booted to the back line. A great defensive pump by Arctic will keep the offense from getting set up for Wyverns, and now they'll have to start back from their own end. A minute and a half left. Possessed still looking for their first shot of the game. What's got to change here for Possessed if they want to find a way back into the series?
They're going to have to get some team clears, get some demos, and get this orange team, scrambling a little bit. Like that ball right there, they need to hold possession of it. He did take a shot toward goal. As the ball gets pushed high, Westy would like to have that one back. No touch coming in. Hawkins has an open net to look at, but he's not going to be able to put it on target on frame. Arctic plays out to the left-hand side. Hawkins still in there, trying to be a nuisance. Shefty puts us out toward the front. Ball pushed out toward the right-hand side. It's just they just need to come up with some more possession time, Hud. That's the main key right here. Without the orange team, they'll push it back.
Find a way to make these offensive opportunities count for sure. More than just hot shots. Got to find a little bit of passing, a little bit of possession. Right now, it has just all been Wyverns. 40 seconds left, just a one-goal game. It's still very much in reach here for Possessed as Westy's World brings this one down. An awkward 50. Ace thought about going up for it, but bailed out of his attempt. Weird bounce here is going to be juicy for Hawkish. Arctic closes it out. Sturmo shot wide. Ace takes it off the backboard. A follow-up touch over Shifty. Sturmo and Hawkish will communicate there, doing well to not get too in each other's way. Sturmo on the backboard. 13 seconds now for Possessed. A long shot from Arctic saved by Shifty. Just they saw it all the way in. One more push here for Possessed. They've got possession. No time on the clock. Arctic lays it up. Westy's World up. Hawkish with a 50 still alive. Arctic dropping back. Can't get underneath of it to pop it back up. And Wyverns hold on to take game one.
Yeah, I mean, the offensive pressure was just crazy. I mean, the blue team just couldn't figure them out. I would expect that in this next game, the Possessed team is going to have to play with a little bit more sense of urgency defensively. Not necessarily push the ball away, but take control of it. Try to get win some 50s, and and maybe get a demo and push the Wyverns back on their heels. If they don't do that, it's going to be a repeat of this last game, and they're going to struggle to have offensive pressure. So I just think that they just need to play with a little bit more urgency.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we remarked like a minute and a half left in that first game. Possessed still hadn't registered a shot on goal. They managed to put 4 up by the time the clock hit zeros, but it was just a little bit too late once they started to get their feet underneath of them offensively. Hopefully here they can bring that momentum, roll it into game 2 a little bit as the Wyverns have the 1-0 series lead. We'll see all 4 games guaranteed regardless of the outcome of this game number 2 here. We'll see if the Possessed can find a way to even the series of 1 apiece, or if we're going to see more of Hawkish and the Wyverns just cramming the ball down the Possessed throats. Here's a good 50 for Possessed. An awkward ball. Shifty makes a touch. Hawkish helps him out, and the ball will stay out of the net. The score stays 0-0. Shifty tries to bring this one through midfield. Hawkish will help him out. Still dangerous here. Shifty looking for the drag across, and it won't quite connect. Sturmo now takes over. Arctic looking for Ace. Hawkish jumps into the passing lane. Can't find the redirect. Shifty's soft shot saved by Arctic on the goal line. Ball still dangerous. Arctic with another touch, but Hawkish is there to clean it up, and the GM gets the dirty work done. 1-0 for the Wyverns.
Yeah, they were just able to push this Possessed team without boost, and then when they ran out of boost, it was just an easy shot for Hawkish to push it in the right-hand corner.
Yeah, just hanging out there on the edge of the box. Hawkish slots it home, doesn't miss the wide open net, which can be easier said than done sometimes. An opportunity here for Ace, and Shifty will get the save. Now Sterno out in pursuit with Arctic making the stop. Shifty in transition and puts to the backboard, missed by Westy's World, but backed up by Ace, and now 2-on-1 the other way. 2-on-2, Ace slices and dices their way through. Ace finds the back of the net for the first time. The Possessed are on the board.
Yeah, the pressure became too much for the Orange team, and they pushed too far forward. He was able to, like you said, cut him up, throw it down, 1-to-1 with 3:56 outside.
Lots of great solo plays there from Ace, just weaving their way around the defenders, and if that's what Possessed needs to find their offensive stride here, then so be it. Those solo plays, as long as they're backed up well, can be a great way to generate some 50s, generate some weird positioning from your defense, and eventually turn that into some possession and some goals. But you got to make sure that you back up those solo plays without overcommitting, and Hawkish is going to punish the defense of Possessed there, slamming this one home to take the lead right back for the Wyverns.
Yeah, Shefty was able to get up and use those mechanics, get underneath that ball, push it down toward the middle, and there was just no defender with a hand up. Hawkish was able to get over it and throw it down. 2-to-1, 3:34 left.
Finishing the final third for the Wyverns has looked really good. They do a great job getting the ball into dangerous positions and then not overplaying it, leaving it for somebody who might have a better shot, and then turning that into some offense as Sterno finds another drive towards the net. Pretty easy save from Westy's World, but once again, the follow-up from Hawkish. The first shot gets two defenders to jump, and then Hawkish is there for the follow. Ace just in an awkward spot. Arctic slow coming back, and Hawkish buries it, putting the team on his back. That trick for the GM, and it's 3-1 for the Wyverns.
Yeah, he's got 415 points in this game with 3 goals on 3 shots, so 100% right now.
And we talked about that shooting percentage at the beginning of all of this. I think it was Possessed that had the advantage in the shooting percentage, but the numbers have been pretty consistent for Hawkish here. 3 for 3, like you said, batting 1,000, and it is a 3-1 lead, 2 minutes into game 2 here for the Wyverns. They've got a 1-0 lead in the series as well, looking to make it 2-0. Stermo has this one. He'll chip it off of the side wall. Ace catches it pretty cleanly. Hawkish was out quickly, and Ace gets it away. His shot is just a little bit out of reach of Stermo, and now Ace has got a brace for Possessed. It's 2-3.
Yeah, he's really good at cutting that ball, making those shots, you know, making the guys look like breaking their axles, let's say. 3-2, 2:43 left, Hud. You know, this kid is definitely doing, you know, great things with the ball. You know, let's get the ball in his hand a little more often. Stay back a little more defensively, and maybe great things can happen to his Possessed club.
Now, Hawkish 3 for 3. Ace is 2 for 4 for Possessed, so definitely just let the shooters shoot a little bit here if you are Possessed. You give Ace the ball, try to put him in advantageous positions here as Arctic feeds it over. Ace can't quite find that top angle shot. Shifty will have the clearance out over top of Westy's World. Arctic called into action there to keep it from being an own goal, and now it is awkward in the corner for Possessed. The Wyverns are going to take advantage here. Ace off a whiffy with Hawkish. Westy's World will have the clear out. Shifty keeping it from being too far of a clear, though, and Arctic nice and patient there in the goal mouth, working behind with Ace to pinch that one hard in the orange end, but there's not a lot of follow-up, not a lot of aggression from Possessed. Once they get that ball into the offensive end, they're not pushing on it too hard. Ace almost was able to pick out a full rotation there, but just glanced it off the outside of the post. And now with a minute and a half, it's a 1-goal game. Westy's World underneath, but can't find it. Ace bearing in, Shifty's got the save, ball at midfield. A minute and a half left here, Strutt. One of these teams got to find at least one more goal, I'd say.
Yeah, Ace is going to push this out to the right-hand side. Not be able to keep control of it. Shefty's going to go up over the top. He's looking for Stermo down in the middle. Can't make a touch. Ball's dangerous. Push back to the orange half. Able to play this out to the... Ooh! Unfortunate miss coming in by Westy. He had an opportunity to put that on target there, Hud.
Westy absolutely had an opportunity to punish that error and just couldn't quite connect. So now still down by a goal is Possessed. A deep bang ball to the backboard taken away by Stermo. Awkward bounce for Westy. Will eat him up a little bit. underneath. Westy's got to come back, and Ace in the center for some support. Hawkish, the first touch on the defensive end for Wyverns, gets the demo on Ace. Has a shot, but Shefty makes the save. Another shot from Arctic, taken away by Starmo, who's deleted, and now Hawkish puts one long the other way, just off frame. Some time ticking away now for the Wyverns as they look to hold on to this one-goal lead. 30 seconds left, a dangerous double commit. Starmo's going to have to make sure he's in perfect position here, and he'll cut this one out. A heavy touch from Arctic. Starmo secures the boost, and the ball will drag it back over. Another 10 seconds gone. A good bump and a couple of touches there just to bleed some more time away. Hawkish, big challenge. Shifty steps up in the rotation. Hawkish to the backboard. 10 seconds remain now, and Wyvern's just looking to try to hold this one in the blue half for the rest of the game. Starmo puts it right back in the box. Zeros on the board. It'll have to be coast to coast for possessed. Shifty puts it to the backboard, and Ace can't keep it up. Wyverns 2 games in a row, and Hawkish has been looking pretty strong out here. The leader of the franchise, the leader of the team for a reason. 3 goals on 4 shots. Pretty good turnout.
Yeah, he played really well. They really put the possessed team on their heels. They played with more urgency. They did play a lot faster. I just think they need a couple more demos to open this thing up a little bit. The Wyverns are doing everything they need to do to put possessed on their heels. So I mean, it's tough when you're being outplayed at this point. Which as you guys see Ace right there, Maker. I'm sorry you don't, but he that when him cut and everything, keep everybody back. Let's let him work. When he gets into a 1v1 situation, try to get the ball cleared out to him where he gets in a 2v1s and 1v1s and things like that, and good things will happen for this possessed club.
Yeah, definitely trying to look to Ace to get some of that offense going. It ended up with 2 goals on 6 shots when the game was over, but it really, I like both these games have been 1-goal games, Strut. It was 1-0 for game 1, 3-2 for this one. Possessed just that tiny little step behind Wyverns right now. I do think, like you had mentioned before, some demos might open up a little bit more space for them. And then if you can get Ace in that space, they're going to slot it home. They've been way too good striking to let opportunities that are like super open presented to them go by the wayside. But it all comes down to if Possessed can create those opportunities for their striker. Now as we get into game number 3 here, it is 2-0 the advantage to Wyverns. We'll see if Possessed can turn this series around here at the midway point. Good start for Possessed. Ace with a little bit of room, but demoed immediately by Starmo. Starmo says, you're not going to have an opportunity to do any kind of fancy mechanical thing. We're just going to take you right off the board now, so we don't have to worry about it. Hard to take a touch here over to the middle. Shifty gets up in front of it, chops it down, and the giveaway from Ace means that Shifty can redeem himself pretty much immediately. It's 1-0 quick for the Wyverns.
Yeah, Westy probably should have called him off that and pushed that out to the right-hand side instead of playing it back down toward the middle because they were both awkward. Ball goes in, 1-0 Wyvern.
Somebody that isn't Hawkish or Ace scores a goal. The first goal here in game number 3 as all 6 goals in game 2, I believe, were scored by the combination of Hawkish and Ace. See if some more players will get involved, especially from that possessed side. That'll really open it up and find some opportunities to get the team involved as well. This opportunity from Hawkish will be turned away off the backboard, but Shifty still on it. Fakes the flip reset. Ace out underneath.
Ooh.
Trying to find the 1v1, but a great chase down there from Starmo, fighting down the up attempt as well, and gets the 50 on the backboard. Shifty with the touch. Hawkish, instead of banging that one at the back wall, will opt for the softer touch. Shifty up for it, and trying to 50 that one off Ace. Will keep it close. Hawkish on it, 50 to dunk pretty emphatically there by Westy's World. Westy over top of Starmo. Ace is up, looking for the shot, and Shifty there for the save. Backed up well by Hawkish, and Shifty tries to get that one out. It'll be demoed. Hawkish looking for the boost and the ball. Westy jumps in front. Starmo out over top, and this is like that as Starmo brings that one over the midfield. That's exactly where Possessed need to be pumping the gas a little bit. They need to be up in the face of the Wyverns as they're trying to find these exits and really force the issue a little bit because they just sit back a little bit too much, wait for the ball to be hit to them. Another long shot from Arctic, saved by Shifty. Westy's World again to the backboard, and it's turned around by Starmo. But it has not come together for Possessed quite yet. They're still trying to find that one, whatever it is, they haven't found it.
Yeah, they are able to keep control a lot better in this game. So, I mean, they're doing things to make the Wyvern, not able to set up camp down here in this blue half. Ace going to have to play this one away. Ball's going to come in. Big bang coming from Westy. That's one of the ones that he should have probably taken possession, take it up the wall on the right-hand side, let his guys get some boost and follow him up the field. Not much has changed other than a little bit more control out of this blue team, and yeah, they're making a way better game of it, but they're still down 1-0.
Yeah, still down 1-0. It's still just a 1 goal for the Wyverns, coming on the only shot currently credited to the orange side from Shifty. Possessed have got 5 across all 3 players, but have yet to find the back of the net, as it has just been turned aside repeatedly.
Nice.
But man, if you can score like that, if you can score like Ace just did, you've got to find this guy the ball. Every opportunity right in the middle of the box, and a fantastic redirect to throw that one in the right-hand corner. That is what Possessed needed. They've got themselves tied up 1-1. Got to hold on to it, make some kind of a strut.
Yeah, Arctic did a really nice job pushing that out toward the middle, and as Ace was waiting on it, so it's good communication there. So everything's starting to work for them. It's 1-1, 140. Plenty of time in this game for them to score a couple more and at least make this a 2-1 series.
Couple good opportunities out of the backboard for Possessed, and they couldn't find a way to turn it into a shot. Just a couple of picks that went high off the backboard, and the follow-up couldn't be found. Arctic will get some boost and the ball forward in the orange end. Westy up here, it's a great challenge. Arctic back in support, he's got some boost coming up. Westy bailing out, nothing left in the tank. Arctic throws it across, but Sturmo is there. Westy will cut this one, shifts the play. Switch field, Hawkish sniffs it out. Ace there for the save on the drive from Hawkish. Shefty now takes over. Good bounce pass into the center, but Westy just able to clear that one away, and the danger will be removed for the moment for Possessed with a minute left. We're tied 1-1. Hawkish denied by Arctic there on the pop dribble attempt. Stormo underneath of it wins the race against Westy, but pays for it with his life. Now Shifty, a shot to the backcourt. Arctic guides it away. Hawkish there. Shefty with a backside demo. Stormo and Hawkish were both in position to try to put that one in, but the timing just wasn't quite right with the ball rolling across the mouth of the net. So now Stormo on it with 30 seconds left. Drop pass down to Shifty. Up into the corner. Awkward ball for Arctic. Can't find it, and Hawkish taps it in. Arctic a little bit over-aggressive. No backup from the defense, and an undefended goal. The easiest goal that you'll see for the Wyverns.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate corner touch. Difficult read trying to get that out of the corner, and he wasn't able to make the touch. Wyverns is sitting there, push it in, 2-1, 25 seconds left.
It's a tough way to drop a even game at 1-1, especially now because if Possessed can't find a way back into this game, they're going to be down 3-0 in the series, which is a real tough mistake from Westy without the backup. So a rotational error from Possessed. This one laid up. Ace, what a fantastic save there from Ace, getting it done on both sides of the pitch. But again, it's another 1-goal win for the Wyverns. They lead in the series 3-0, but each game so far has been decided by 1 goal, and that 1 goal in that game 3 start, I feel like was the weakest of them. Possessed have been so close, they just can't put it away.
Yeah, it was unfortunate that Wyverns were able to push enough on them, and then that difficult read out of the corner. Without the touch coming in and a guy being back on back post, it just it was an easy shot for the Wyverns as they go up 3-0 in this series, and Possessed needs to come out with some fire and try to make this a 1-3 for them.
Yeah, we'll see if they bring in any subs. This would be when you would expect a sub to come in, 3-0 down in the series, but it is not looking like that'll be the case. We're going to run it back one more time, one more game for the Solar Stream tonight. Strut, take it away. If the game would.
Yeah. 5 minutes on the clock. Here we go. Westy, Sturmo. Westy wins the kickoff out to the right-hand side. Ball gets beat down into the corner. Hawks can try to make a 50 here. Gets pushed back. Dispossessed. Sturmo puts it down toward the middle. Hawks can try to take this out of the corner. Give up one. Can't make a touch. Bump for his efforts. Ace is going to get there. Ball gets pushed back down across the middle. Westy's there. Rips a shot toward goal. It's going to go off the back wall. Arctic was there. He couldn't put it on target. Westy over one. Shefty trying to play this out of the corner. Turmo's going to take control of it. Ace. That was an amazing dunk right there for a shot hug.
Yeah, and a big clear there from Hawkish as well. The defense is just filling in right at the perfect time, but Ace has looked locked in so far. Here to the first 40 seconds, already a shot on goal and one for Westies as well. It's a good start for Possess, trying to spread the ball around a little bit. Arctic and Westies, a little bit of a double commit here in the corner. It's going to be Ace all alone back to defend, and Shefty pops it over. One-on-one. That's a standard ones play, and Wyverns have got themselves a 1-0 lead. Just that double commit's killed it.
Yeah, Shefty's able to get that on his hood and push it up, pop it up over Ace. That's a difficult read to make. He tried to challenge early enough to beat him before the pop, and he wasn't able to do it. 4-0-4, 1-0.
Just no man's land there for Ace, and Shefty makes him pay. Now Sturmo will be underneath to look for Hawkish on the feed. Wesley jumps in front. Back to Shifty now. A dangerous position here. Arctic tries to put it on frame just wide. Shefty chases it out. Ace self-pass bucket with another save. It's 2 for the GM so far here in game 4. Sturmo now off the backboard, gets the dunk away from Arctic, but the Arctic looking to get a touch and does. He actually got his flip on the touch all the way up, and then found another one just to slow it down a little bit. Gives both teams an opportunity to regroup. Arctic almost able to take that one on the tight angle. It's taken away by the Wyverns. Sturmo long clear. Hawkish takes one away from Ace. Goes wide open. Ace first to it and hits the wide open net. It's 1-1, and a rotation mistake one way begets a rotation mistake the other. Both teams just with errors that lead the goals the other way.
Yeah, Hawkish thought he could beat him to that ball and wasn't able to do it. Ace was able to play that out, and actually it was a really soft 50, so it stayed in a scoring position for him. He's able to run it down and throw it in 1-1. And just about 3 minutes left.
Still very much anybody's game. Possess trying to prevent sweep, but this one is just going to go in. The pinch from the back wall, coast to coast here from Westy's world, and just could not ask for a better 50 if you are Possessed. I think that might be Possessed's first lead of the series, Strut.
Yeah, you know, the first 3 games, some things weren't going their way, and then this 4th game looks like that went their way. So they can finally breathe easy a little bit. The Rocket League gods are looking out for them in this 4th game, and hopefully they can keep on the pressure and put Risers back on their heels.
Hawkish was up for that one. Good cut out by Ace. Very much in a dangerous spot for Hawkish. Sturmo taking off a pitch by Arctic. 1-on-1 here for Westy's world against Sturmo, and Possessed starting to find their offensive stride here. It's not too late for them to keep their pride intact and take at least one of these games off the Wyverns. Westy's got 2. Arctic only with 26 points right now. Westy and Ace getting the job done. Arctic just not getting in the way. It's 3-1 Possessed.
Hawkish going to play this out of the right-hand side. Ball goes up toward the back post. Ace looking at trying to get it over one. Couldn't. Gets 50 for his efforts. Ball's coming out of the corner. Ball's pushed up to the right-hand side. Team play coming in. Couldn't make a touch. Hawkish pushes it down to the right-hand side. Ace going to go up high for it. He's going to make a second touch off the ceiling. He does get it over 2 defenders. He's going to make another touch. Can't quite get to it. Ball goes there into the corner. Hawkish going to try to play this out. Can't make a good touch by Arctic there. It does go kind of backwards. Westy keeps pressure up. Sturmo high up into the air. He's trying to get over one. Ace 50's him for his efforts. Tries to get over one. Shefty, nice dunk coming in. Keeps it into the offensive zone. Westy going to play this back. High up off the backboard. No shooter coming in. Sturmo plays out to the right hand side. Ace able to get this up on the backboard. Blue player up early. Can he get to it? Oh, just off the right hand side. Almost to the post. Ace does get a 50. Does go back into the blue half. Yeah, they're playing a little bit more. Like I said before, they're playing a little bit faster and they're making it a little more difficult in this Wyvern team.
They're playing more confident, I would say. Strut, they just look like they're a little bit more intentful with their touches here. As Westy gets a little bit of a lucky save, and just as we're sitting here complimenting Possessed on how great they've looked so far in this game, it's another just a weird rotational thing here. Ace just kind of stuck, probably no boost underneath that one. Hawkish takes advantage of the ball floating outside of the box, and with 94 seconds left, it is still a 1-goal game. We're kind of right back to where we've been all series, except this time it is Possessed that have the lead. Shefty keeping this one close on a great read from the save. Robbery on the shot from Arctic. Now Sturmo off the free ball over the middle. Shefty looking for it off the backboard, has the touch, but can't put it on frame. Arctic around 2. It's 2 on 1 back the other way. Westy towards Arctic. Sturmo and Shefty kind of crossed up here. Hawkish will take over. Lots of space. Flicks it across 1 and ace.
Oh.
Stop. The GM once again brings it across midfield. Sees the opening and with just enough on it beats Ace to the back left corner. We're tied 3-3.
Yeah, he tried to backflip that him, tried to get it up over the goal and wasn't able to do so. And unfortunately, on goal, 3-3, 101 left. But I mean, it's still anybody's ball game, and you know, as long as the possessed team doesn't, put their heads down, they can win this ball game. As the ball goes in here, Ace gets up high, puts it in, 4-3, 52 seconds.
That works. Hawkish thought he had this read, and Ace had it just a little bit better. Dunking that one in, breaking the protractor out off the ceiling. Bounce shot in, and the possessed have got the lead back. But it is still a minute remaining here in game number 4. Can the Wyverns find another equalizer here as they look to secure the 4-0 sweep? Westy going to put this one right over top. Good defense there from Sturmo. Arctic another touch. Ace trying to drop it down. Not quite able to find any production there. A good 50 back into the box though. Nobody from Possessed turning on it. Probably safer to just play back a little bit more defensively here as they protected this 1-goal lead. Another big aerial ace, big aerial dunk from Ace. He's gonna put it to the backboard. Ace streaking in.
Ooh.
The solo effort from Ace, and we've been saying it all series. Put Ace in a position to score, and they're gonna do just that. It's a trick, and looking like it'll be a game 4 win for Possessed.
Yeah, Hawk thought he had the whole goal covered, and Ace was able to see that he was going to creep forward and able to get that behind him. A really nice shot. 15 seconds left. Arkansas going to put this out to the right-hand side. Picks up the 100 boost. Going to try to play this down toward the middle. We do have a 2-goal cushion here, so Paul hits 50. Ball's going to go in. Basically, he plays it out to the left-hand side. Really nice save as the Possessors are going to be able to take this game 4.
Big stop there at the very end from Ace to make sure it stayed 5-3, and Possessed hold on, preserve the dignity there in game number 4. It is a 3-1 series win for the Wyverns, and taking that last game at the very end for Possessed has got to at least soften the blow of what was a pretty dominant series from the Wyverns, especially through those first 3 games. But they bounce back there in game 4. Ace gets it done, 3 goals on 8 shots in game number 4. So just putting the Possessed on their back and willing them to that game 4 victory, keeping it from being a 3-1 or a 4-0 sweep. We got that great 2-2 series in the Premier Division between the Orcas and the Fairies, and then the 3-1 victory here for the Forest and the Wyverns for veterans here. Fantastic slate here as we wind down this RSC season 17. We're coming up on the end of the regular seasons, which means it's almost playoff time, baby. We're almost there. And, it's been a long RSC season, not like I've been around for it at all. But, Strut, you can speak a little bit more. How are you feeling as we begin to ramp up into playoff season?
I mean, there's a lot of big things happening, especially in the rival tier. There's one team, they have an incredible record right now, so it's going to be interesting to watch what happens, because I've seen a lot of first seeds get dumped by eighth seeds and stuff like that. So a lot of huge things are happening as we move into playoff time. As before, like they mentioned before in the series before this last one, those 2 teams are fighting for number 1 seed. So it's going to be interesting to watch, and I hope to cast some of the playoffs this season and have a really good time with it.
For sure. That's always a good time here in RSC, especially when the playoffs start. There's never any doubts about that. But with that being said, that's all we've got here on the Solar Stream tonight. If I'm not mistaken, next week there are no games. I am correct, because it's 4th of July week. So we will see everybody back here on RSC Solar July 10th. We've got 2 more I guess we've got one more regular season match day and then playoffs start, I believe. So we'll start seeing playoff matchups on stream for all the tiers. Make sure that you're keeping your eyes out. If you're in chat and you're not already in the RSC Discord, !Discord will give you a link to join up. Now is a good time to join because this season's almost over, which means the next season signups are going to be out very, very soon. So if you aren't already in RSC and you're interested, make sure that you jump into the Discord and start that process. But that's all that we've got here tonight. And instead of talking forever and ever, we're going to get out of here. My name is HutX. It's been my pleasure to be back. I've missed it so much. I've had Strut here in the booth. Taz has been behind the scenes, making sure everything does what it's supposed to do and nothing that it doesn't. We will see you back here July 10th for more RSC action. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. We'll